Hello, welcome. I forgot to do the timer, so we're just going to talk for 30 seconds while everybody comes on after seeing the ad. But as soon as I hit go live, I was like, I have a timer. I can do this.
There we go.
It's been one of those days. I spent most of yesterday thinking it was Wednesday. So
fair.
I feel like that makes sense.
My coworker thought it was Monday all day yesterday, so I get it. It was just a weird day.
My first 2 days of the week were so jam-packed with like meetings and like a bunch of stuff that had to get done that I really this morning I was like, all right, 2 more days. Nope, 3. That's disappointing. So that's where we're at today. But welcome. We have Shay and Margaret here today. And we're gonna be hanging out for a few hours. I am reading Something to Talk About by Meryl Wilsner, which I always need to preface. This is not a St. Martin's title. Even though their other 2 books are St. Martin's, this is Berkeley.
Yeah, that one's Berkeley.
We were having this conversation on Sprints last night because I held it up and Brittany was like, this is a Berkeley title. I'm just over 50% of the way through it. And their writing has definitely improved from this to now.
Yeah, that's kind of what I heard is that like the concept of that one isn't bad. Everybody loved the concept, but the writing was a little bit clunky the edit kind of weird with it. Like nobody could place exactly what it was.
Yeah, so. I'm just not connecting to either one of the characters. I think that's the problem.
Yeah. So I don't know if like the parts where you would have connected with them got edited out. Or
just that like because obviously this is their debut. And so that takes practice, craft of like really developing a character.
That's why when you get a stellar debut, it's like, where have you been hiding?
And where
Julie
are you going to be?
Hello, Julie Soto. Have you seen the cover for the book that's coming out this year?
No, I have not.
Oh my gosh, let me pull it up. Hold on.
Okay.
Because it is stunning.
Yeah. Anyways. Yeah. No, to spoil my vlog, I did love that book.
Yes, you did, and it made me so happy. Because that was one of my best books of the year.
It would have been a 5 if it didn't have oh wait, no, I have seen this one.
Yeah, it's so pretty. Like, hello. This is everything.
I love that.
It's like Ghost for musicians.
Yeah.
So like, hello. I love it so much.
I don't know where I was going with that. Oh, I would have been a 5-star had they not had added that like reality TV show TLC thing.
Yeah.
I was like, that was one too many things.
I was like, yeah, I agree. So.
But anyways, I also need to make a thumbnail for tomorrow's video because I don't have one of those.
I got tomorrow's video up. That was like my thing I had to get done today. Yes, you did.
I already watched it. No, but like currently, if I haven't made thumbnails and like Patreon gets early access, I just have the generic thumbnail under construction thumbnail.
There you go.
I mean, that's one way to do it.
Exactly. I mean, patrons don't care. What are you guys doing tonight?
So I've got all my notes done for all my sit down videos for February. So I haven't decided if I'm gonna film or if I'm gonna keep annotating Archer's voice.
Ooh, love that.
I kind of want to read. So
I say you read and relax because your week
I think so too.
Your month is about to be crazy.
My month is about to go bananas. So I can always edit tomorrow night. It's fine.
Exactly. Margaret, what are you up to today?
Currently, hanging out with y'all. Book that we're going to be reading tonight is still The Lightning Thief. I might finish it by the end of the night. I might not. I'm only like 100 and something pages in, so we're not.
The month doesn't end until you film your wrap up.
And I'm the weird person that calls my reading early, so I already have a bunch banked for February.
Oh,
so I also know my reading's going to be pretty light through the actual month of February.
There you go.
So this gives me something to talk about.
Well, I also have like some things that I've read already Like this is not going to go in my January wrap up because the vlog isn't until March.
Yeah.
So like I'm not going to give you my review
until that's up.
Until then. So.
So this was a Barnes and Noble exclusive. So that's probably why you had.
Okay.
I just realized that I'm like, oh yeah, the sticker's peeling up. I'm just gonna take that off because I don't care.
This just might be my first book of February, which would make what I'm doing in February a lot easier, anyways.
There you go.
Oh, this is true.
Only 200 pages to read. And then I am going to start editing the video that's supposed to be going up on Friday, which is my like year in review, everything that I don't talk about, my best of or worst of. Just tier ranking all of those books. So
I have way too many volumes of manga for me to do that. So no, I can't do it.
I only had 70 books that I had to worry about. So I was like, I haven't done any wrap-ups at all. So I feel like I need to talk
that's probably why then. Like I kind of do a quick sum up at least every month. So.
Yeah. I didn't do any wrap-ups at all last year. And I was like, I feel like some of these deserve another highlight, a little bit more talking about than they got, especially since people don't watch vlogs as often. Mm-hmm. So I was like, we're going to do this. And then
I'm always confused by analytics because vlogs don't do as well, but then that's all that people are posting. So why don't they do it as well?
The thing for me is like, I feel like my vlogs all of a sudden will get views like in big bunches. Yeah. So I think what people do is they kind of bank a few, and then like when they just want something to listen to, they put on a vlog in the background.
Yeah. I mean, that is what I do. Especially like I have yours sitting in my watch later and I've watched like 10 minutes of it because it's like an hour long video.
It is, but it was a week of travel. So of course it's going to be an hour long.
Well, my travel vlogs are either an hour long or 5 minutes because I completely forgot to vlog.
Well, this one, like we had Katie Robert, like we did a lot of bookish related things. So of course I was vlogging.
Right.
Yeah.
Plus, I was with bookish content creators.
Did you vlog you getting locked in the bathroom?
Yes, I got locked in the bathroom twice. Thank you very much. There was no door handle on the dang door.
I laughed at that.
Izzy has a toilet counter on hers.
I know, I saw it. So funny.
That was
so in mine, I was like, hey, you have to go check the counter on Izzy's vlog. You're welcome. For the entertainment.
I mean, it's to be
I don't cuss out very often, like if ever on my channel. So she actually messaged me. She's like, Shay, do I need to bleep you? I'm like, no, you're fine.
You do the duck quack.
Nope, that's just for my Second and Charles one. That's when I edit it. Like when other people have me cussing, fine, whatever.
You were in the South, it didn't count.
Well, it's just like she doesn't bleep herself, so why should she bleep me?
Yeah.
It's more what it is. But.
That was hilarious, but also not your fault.
It's true. It was not my fault. There was not a dang doorknob for me to let myself out.
And
it's not like she left a screwdriver on my side so I could try to get myself out.
Yeah, no, that is on the person who needs to buy a doorknob.
Mm-hmm. And we even said, do you need us to go buy you a doorknob? We were willing to go buy her doorknob for her.
That's so funny.
Just get a cheap one. Put it in there.
She's like, but they all need to match. I'm like, well, then we'll take the doorknob wherever and find them match. Like,
where did you buy the original ones?
Who bought the original one for you? Ask them, and we will buy it for you.
Also, do they
basically,
like a mismatched doorknob is better than no doorknob.
Yep.
Exactly. So what happened after the times I got locked in the bathroom, I just gave them a heads up. I'm going to the bathroom and I'm not going to close the door. So don't walk by, please, unless you want to show. That's essentially how that went afterwards. Just so y'all know.
I can't blame you. I cannot blame you on that one. Shocking, just not caring for your well-being there.
Great. Hello. Welcome. Yes, I am very close to 4K. 55 away. It's very close.
Yeah, Brie and I were talking about this. We're both close to our next milestone, so we're like, ee!
So go subscribe to Shay too.
I was gonna say,
Hello. Trying to finish
Yeah.
up these Burning Stars. Are you that close to?
I'm at 6928 officially.
So close.
Yes, so
Go
close.
subscribe to Shay. Hello.
I can be thoroughly entertaining. It's been proved in other people's
Exactly.
lives,
Exactly. We're gonna finish Kingdom of Flesh and Fire today. That's the second one, right?
Yeah.
I still need to read that one. I've only read the first one. I liked
I DNF'd the first one, so
it. I liked it. I think I got
JLE is just not for me. I don't like her writing.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I can
I can
appreciate
see
what
that.
she does and the people that like her. It's just her writing and me do not get along. So
That's fair.
that is that.
Hello. Not sure what I'm doing tonight. Do you have
That's a mood.
options? We're great at telling people what to read. Just
Yeah,
not
we're
I'm
gonna
good at
tell
telling
other
people what to do as well.
that too.
Does anyone need troubleshooting? I'm great at like just throwing things at a wall to see what the problem is. As Brianna can attest.
Yep. Hello. Going to finish Emily Wilde tonight. Are you enjoying it? Reading House of Flame and Shadow. Nice. I was actually surprised when I walked into Barnes & Noble today. They still had copies.
I feel like they'd be prepared.
I mean, yeah, but you would have thought they would have been prepared with Iron Flame, too.
Iron Flame was a sneak up. Like that was entirely their, from what I understand,
True.
their kind of like
Listen.
marketing strategy was partially to only provide a small amount of copies to the bookstores so they'd run out faster.
Right.
According to Martin.
Y'all would be proud of me. I walked into a Barnes & Noble and out with nothing in my hands. You're muted, Shay.
I am proud of you.
That's only because I was looking for Feybound and they didn't have it.
Ah.
It's fine.
I have many times gone in and been like, if they don't have this book, I'm not allowed to buy anything.
I mean, because their BOGO tables were really, really good today. And I was like,
Uh-oh.
not doing it.
And then if they have the book, I walk out with 6.
Exactly.
Was that the Murray store?
No, Farmington.
Okay.
Oh, Brianna, I got the first 3 volumes of Lore Olympus, by the way, on the 50% sale.
Good. Wait, you haven't read Lore Olympus?
I haven't read Lore Olympus. No.
Free your face.
It's been on my list for forever.
I was like, you can read it digitally. You don't even have to own it.
That is, I mean,
You
between
can read it for free.
between Cal and I both loving that book, and also probably telling you, and if I didn't tell you before, I'm telling you now, that is the epitome of a Margaret book. Like,
If that's the epitome of a Margaret book, I think I need to read more Margaret books.
definition of messy character.
Oh my gosh, the mess that is Lore Olympus feeds
I
my
mean-
soul. If you like mess, like I can give
You
you all
can't-
the messy manga recs too.
You cannot do a retelling. I have a couple of your manga recs that I got for this month.
Ooh,
sitting
which
over
ones?
there, but
Which ones? I'm nosy.
Maid Sama is one of the ones that I have currently, and then I
Okay.
have to go back and look up a couple of them because I exceeded my library's hold limit.
Love
'Cause
that for
I
you.
got a couple
I love that
wanted
for
to-
you. I love that for you so much.
Yeah, I have a couple that I like. I needed to get. I have Soul Eater. I got the first 5 volumes because I'm trying to wrap up the vlog, so I
Mhm.
want to have all of them. But I only need to. I actually have all of the ones except the one I need to read. And then I have one. Have you heard of Library Wars, Shay?
Yes, I've not been able to get my hands on it because I've
Mhm.
not like hunted it down. But yes,
Yeah.
it's on my list of things I want to read.
I've read the first volume. It's very interesting.
Yes, that's kind of what I've heard. It starts very interesting, but it does get better.
Yeah. I have a feeling I see where it's going, but we'll see. But no, Laura, you can't retell Greek mythology without it being it needs to be Jersey Shore levels of messy.
And that's
Or-
exactly what Lore Olympus is.
So
Rachel Smith is not afraid to lean into the mess of Greek gods.
yeah.
Absolutely
Right.
not.
In the best way, though, like literally in the best way.
Yeah. I wasn't a
Also-
fan of the last one,
I
but
got it now.
the last
I-
volume was my least favorite, but it just felt like a filler.
Mm.
but like I can see it setting up for the final volume, but like I was just like, oh, there's nothing really that happens.
Final volume, not final volume.
I
It's
thought
still
6 was the
ongoing.
Oh, I thought 6 was gonna be the last one.
Probably
I
of
mean,
like season 1.
Oh, that makes me
I'm
happy.
pretty sure it's not the last one.
Oh,
So
I thought it
she's
was
still
gonna end.
writing it.
I
I
thought it
mean,
was the end. Okay, good. That makes me happy.
that probably won't bother me because I'm used to comics having like entire
Right,
like,
because it's
volumes
webtoons,
and
so
just,
it's like, yeah, it's very much a like comic type thing. Hello, going to be reading As You Walk On by Julian Winters. Very nice. Reading Slammed by Colleen Hoover. Welcome. Hello, Rye. Hello. Currently editing, then we'll figure out reading. Fair.
I will be torturing myself with Colleen Hoover at some point this year.
You don't have
Never.
You
No one
don't
can pay
have
me.
to.
No one can pay me enough to read her anymore.
No, me neither.
I need the views, man.
You're just
Fair.
don't. She's apparently writing a book this year, which means she'll end up in the Goodreads.
Aw, dang.
And this is why
Don't
I'm
choose
glad that
romance.
it's again.
I don't know if I can do a Goodreads video again like I did this last year. I mean, I did 2 technically in 2023.
Yeah.
They do so well though.
Mine didn't. My second one didn't do as well. My first one did great.
Mine didn't do as well, but I chalked that up to me getting it up a full day later than everyone else did. So that one,
I think everybody was so inundated with them this year
That's
Yeah.
also true.
that people just didn't want to watch them.
That's also true.
I
And
know.
also
Plus,
the way Kayla
Mine
did
was a less popular category. It was historical fiction. So
Mhm.
Hello, Leandra. Finished my reading Taste of Vlogs. Thank you. And learned I don't know her at all. It's fine.
I had a 60% win rate with yours.
Not bad.
The ones that I didn't know were the things that I don't normally read, like the mystery and the thriller, like the mystery and the horror, because those are
Yeah.
2 categories I don't really read. So I'm like, I don't know how to gauge these. So I
That's
made
fair.
my best guess, and those were the 2 I failed on. But all the
That's
others I got. So the ones where like we read similarly, I could guess your taste.
Yeah.
That makes me feel good.
There you go. That's all that matters. And the funny thing is that like those 2 were ones that I didn't necessarily, like, at least with the horror, like I didn't love either one of them.
Right.
Mhm.
So
That's why when I chose wrong, I'm like, okay, I don't feel that bad. You didn't really enjoy either.
yeah. And then the Fanro one, which I think is the one that probably threw a lot of people off.
Yeah.
But I didn't like either one of those books at all.
Yeah.
It's fine. Hello, sprint hopping from Nell's. Yes, Nell is doing Wind Down Wednesday. So this is actually going to be the last Wednesday night sprint here. We're going to move to Mondays next month. That way we can do Wind Down Wednesday with Nell.
Yep.
So anyway, well, at least we're going to try it for February, mostly because it just works better with my schedule.
You know, you gotta. I try my best to avoid other people's sprints as much as possible because number one, I know that it's going to split viewership,
Right.
and that's hard on everybody, and it's going to split people who can host. But at the same time, it's like, well, but also you can't not do sprints at this point, you know?
That's the thing. Like there's at
And
this
just schedule
point,
your
there's so
schedule.
many people sprinting that like there will always be someone else sprinting.
Yeah. So I just try and stay out of my immediate friend group.
Just so that you know they can be on camera with you.
Yeah. And then anyone else, I'm like, if I can avoid you, that's great. If not,
I'll
Okay.
send them over to you when I'm done.
Mhm.
Also reading Get a Life, Chloe Brown. I hope you're loving it.
I'm so excited I get to reread this.
I'm so excited.
I'm going to reread it.
And then you're probably just gonna binge the whole series.
Potentially. I mean, they are quick reads. I finished Chloe Brown like in a day. I was up until 2 a.m.
Well, and then the audiobooks for Danny and Eve are really good. They're not
Yeah.
good for Chloe, but
I
they're really good
don't
for
tend
Danny.
to do audiobooks when we're dealing with any sort of smut. So,
But it's so much fun.
Some people don't love to listen to the smut, so I get it.
yeah. It's
I remember my first smutty audiobook. It was Dark Gold by Christine Feehan, which is paranormal romance. And listening to it was like, I was getting like secondhand embarrassment because I had a Jeep at the time. It was in my first marriage. I was driving to work And I think I had it loud because somebody looked over at me like during a smutty scene, like they could hear it. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So I felt the secondhand embarrassment and my face like broke out beet red. Like,
Mine was.
but now I just don't give two craps. Like, I don't care.
My first smutty audiobook was The Kiss Quotient.
Oh boy.
That's a fun first one.
Oh boy.
And I did it like driving to work. And then like
And
I'm
you're like, oh
I
my
was like,
gosh.
I have to go meet with a client and do an inspection after listening to that.
Uh-huh.
Well, just think of salmonella, Brianna. I'm sure that will quickly get you to. Oh,
But
so
now
funny.
I'm just like when I did the last Goodreads romance video,
Mhm.
I was listening to them at my cubicle. There's somebody sitting right next to me, and I'm just like,
Like, yeah, that's funny. I just if I feel the need, like if I start to get to a point, I'm like, I'm kind of not. I just like being able to skip easily.
That's
Like,
fair.
I'm not doing this. The evangelical guilt is hitting real hard right now, and I don't want to deal with it.
That's fair. That's fair.
The Christian guilt.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I'm powering through the audio for the second half of Eye of the World all afternoon. 2 hours and 20 minutes left at my listening speed. You got this.
The audios, while good, are hard on that one because all the names are so samey, you lose track of characters. It gets worse the deeper in the series you go.
One more reason I'm
So
definitely
if
not reading
anything,
that series.
just slow them down a little bit and you'll be fine.
I'm probably going to immersion read the next time I do it because I want to be able to take notes as I read,
Mhm.
but also if I'm immersion reading, it can go faster than my eyes can.
Yeah,
Right,
exactly.
right. Hello, Becca. Trying to finish up Cress. Only have a little over 100 pages left. You got this. Hello, reading the Lonely Hearts Book Club by Lucy Gilmore. About 30% in and liking it. Fantastic.
That one was a Barnes &
what are you
Noble book
doing?
club pick one of the months last year. I have the audio for it. I really should listen to it sometime.
We're trying to finish up Finale. 67% in. Very nice. Making dinner at the moment. Cheeseburger, casserole, mac and cheese, and green beans. That sounds delicious. Thank you. Reading the new Crescent City and doing work. Very nice. Hello. Hoping to finish Crooked Kingdom tonight. I hope you're loving
Lucky
it.
you.
Finishing up the last 2 books I'm currently reading for January. 1 book and 1 audiobook. The book is The Tiger's Daughter, which is a sapphic high fantasy.
We love sapphic high fantasy.
Ooh!
Tell us if you like it.
And Hani and Aishi's Guide to Fake Dating. That's a really cute book.
Mhm.
Making my way through A Fragile Enchantment. Very nice.
That's the new Allison Saft, right?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so. Also finished Down Among the Sticks and Bones and enjoyed it. Very nice.
One of these days I'll start that series.
You haven't read? Oh yeah, no.
I still haven't even started them.
It's also just a good idea just to binge the whole thing rather than trying to read them separate, because they feel like when you do that, it feels like just like little mini arcs in a larger book.
Yeah.
Which is probably why Every Heart or Doorway didn't work as well for me, as I think it's worked for a lot of people.
Yeah, well, the first time I read it, I gave it a 3-star. And then when I went and reread the whole series, I did it kind of together. And it worked much better.
Yeah.
Got a late night book haul with volume 6 in the Sailor Moon. Nice. Hello, welcome. I also skipped Book of the Month in February and also called them out because they had 1 Black author.
Yeah, I saw how you did, like, you only have 2 authors of color, and I was like, that means that only one of them is Black. Guys, come on.
I don't even remember all the picks. I gotta look now.
They weren't great. I mean, the new Caraba Stone book is on it, but I don't like my romances in hardback.
See, I did do it because of Caraba Stone. I love her too much to not support her.
That's fair. I'll buy it in paperback.
Yeah.
I'll probably do that too. I just love her too much. Like, she is one of my
Like-
all-time favorite authors.
I need all of the copies of this book. Thank you.
Fair.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna continue Out There Screaming. Very nice. Well, what are you doing? He's like laying up against the wall. He's acting weird.
Yeah.
I need to do that.
Going to start a KU, leaning towards The Bastard and the Heir. Very nice. Doing some sprint hopping tonight. Love it. Trying to finish 2 books. Really want to finish them for January. Very nice.
You got
Hello,
the
Ro. Hello, Brittany. Need to finish Bridge of Souls. Margaret, go read Lore Olympus.
It's true.
I will have a copy of it sometime this month or next month and be able
You can just read it on Webtoon for free.
I prefer to read, so I don't like reading on my phone or my computer if I don't have to.
Fair.
Just
Yeah,
because
I don't like reading on Webtoons either, which is like why I'm like I didn't read Heartstopper until the final.
Yeah, I've done some where like if it's the only way to get a comic book, like I've done some through Hoopla. And I may do more through Hoopla now that I have my iPad, but up until then, like I had my little tiny phone or I had my computer, which is weird.
Right.
The title of this book. Okay, we'll get to it in a minute, but that's hilarious.
Been good so far. No book purchases this year. Nice.
Good.
Been meaning to read the Library Wars. Just started Lore Olympus yesterday. Nice.
So what I'm hearing is that we need to do a Library Wars buddy read.
Ascendance of a Bookworm is so good. I did a try 3 on my channel way back with that one, and I loved it. I need to keep going, but they keep not having it at my bookstore, so I just have to order them, and I'm just like, man, that's so much effort.
I'm definitely done with Colleen Hoover.
Yeah,
you had to read so many mediocre books.
Yeah.
The Goodreads video didn't do as good compared to the other one. Yeah.
The one where we read the 10 years, those all did really well.
Yeah.
But like good. The later in the year round didn't do as well for any of us.
Yeah. Good.
Yes, the fantasy romance pick did you dirty.
Yeah.
Well, it did you dirty too.
Listening to smut at red light causes me stress. That's so funny.
I would totally have my earbud in and my hair down if I was absolutely. So
right.
Well, now I just don't play it through my car speakers. I do it through my phone speakers because that's not as loud.
Right. This the one you were talking about?
Uh-huh.
Yes, that's so funny.
Borrowed Dark Shores by Danielle L. Jensen.
I love her Bridge Kingdom series. I haven't done any of her YA, but
yeah. Hello, Nell. Nell is also sprinting, so you should go give her some love.
Mm-hmm.
Love Colleen Hoover, but understand everyone has different tastes. That's fair. She's obviously a very popular author. My favorite author is Stephen King, also another very popular author. Mm-hmm. All right, it only took us 27 minutes, but we did in fact make it to the end of the comments. I need to change this. All right, here's what we did last time, where we did 45-minute sprint, an hour sprint, and then a 45-minute sprint. I think that's probably what we'll do again tonight, depending on
good with that.
Depending on how we do at the end of towards the end. But I will see you all in 45 minutes. Hello, welcome back.
Hello.
I see that you did not murder your stove.
Well, it's not my stove, so unfortunately I cannot murder it.
There.
But my mother is.
But you would have.
If I could rip the thing out with a crowbar and take a sledgehammer to it, I would, just because gas stoves are overrated. I'm sorry.
They really are.
It's so difficult to clean. It is so difficult to get a consistent heat with it if you want anything lower than a boil.
Yeah.
And so
And I'm always terrified that when you turn it off, you haven't fully turned it off, and so you're actually gonna like
you
suffocate.
can smell it. You can smell it when it's not. We've had multiple times that like a knob has been turned just enough
Yeah.
that it's like, even if you turn it and it doesn't light, you can smell it. So like, luckily,
I've always had like that was a childhood fear of mine.
Yeah. It's not a terrible fear to have. I have come home and been like, hey, did you guys know you left the stove on?
Yeah.
Like, not even burning, just like it was on.
Yeah.
So anyways, I did not have to argue with the stove today.
That's good.
I got
to,
food.
Oh, that's good. I got to 62%. So I only read like a chapter and a half.
Yeah.
I was slightly worried. Like I was worried about Doyle, like because at the end of that comment or in the end of the last chatty bit, he was like legitimately laying in a way that he never does. And I was like, what is wrong with you?
What was he doing?
Well, he was like literally laying, like trying to be really small and laying with his head like literally in the bookshelf. Like with his head up against.
Able to read like the people read.
I don't know what he was doing, and he was like trying to be really small, and so I was like, "What are you?" And I'm just like paranoid. This dog gives me too much anxiety. So I took him outside and like wanted to see what he would do, and he started like playing with his toys, and now he really wants my dinner, so I think he's fine. I just get paranoid. But I should finish this. If I like read the whole time, I'll finish this in like an hour and 15 minutes. So it's a very short book. And I'm liking it more.
Yeah.
Than I like at the beginning. I was just like, oh, I think part of it is I'm not like burned out, but I don't know how to read anymore after that video. Because I was like reading so quickly at the end.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah. But I wanted to get this one in before the end of January. So I was like, well, that's fine. It's a romance. I don't have to really think about it.
I did something wrong.
But yeah. I think Shay was doing dinner, so she will be back later. Yes.
We'll have a Shay in a moment.
We'll have a Shay in a little bit. Oh, I'm in charge of comments, aren't I?
You are. Yeah, that would be yes.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. We had a couple people join us. Hello. Hoping to finish ACOTAR tonight so I can start fresh for February. Very nice. Reading Stalked by Seduction and Shadows. That's a title. Hello. Also hoping to finish my book tonight, Book Lovers by Emily Henry, to start fresh for February. I don't know what it is about like not wanting to bring in titles in like new, like currently reading into the next month. I don't know why.
If I wasn't doing the thing that I'm doing for February, I would not worry about it as much, but I would really, with the exception of my nonfiction, I would like to start over.
Yeah.
I'm almost caught up on my ratings blanket though.
Nice. I like those colors.
I know. It's really funny because the next book I have to do is a contemporary, so all 4 of my main colors I will have gotten in January.
Nice.
Because we did Ashes of the Sun, Don't Fear the Reaper, Darker Shade of Magic, one of the Murderbot books, All Systems Red. The one I read.
Did you reread it?
Yeah, I reread it with my brother. I was like,
we've read that, Margaret.
I have, and I decided that I just want, like, we were looking for something to listen together, or I was looking for something for us to listen to together that would be short enough that we could both listen to it while I was up there for the weekend, since I was only there for 5 days and we had some stuff planned.
That makes sense.
And we're like, So he and I used to read audiobooks all the time when he had a massive commute. Like we'd read them together. And we don't get to do that as much anymore. We have not done that since he moved, I will be honest. So I had just realized that this is backwards. It should have been Murderbot. I don't care. That's fine.
It's on January.
It's how it's listed on my Goodreads.
There you go.
Anyways, so I pulled that out and was like, here, you get to listen to this with me. I'm gonna make you.
There you go.
And so I made him, and he liked it. And I was like, you know what? I want to just reread the rest of the books that I've read, so I can go into book 4 fresh.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Because book 4 like really ends like right when, or book 4 starts right where book 3 ended.
Yeah, and I remember book 1. I remember book 2. I don't remember much about Rogue Protocol.
Yeah.
So, which is very the funny thing is that based on how I feel about the first 2 books, having All Systems Red is the one that should have been on my best of the year. I was like, I don't know why I gave this 4 stars. It should have been 5.
In Murderbot in general.
So I'm very excited. I have all the 4 novellas, and then I have Network, the 5th book, the full novel, I think.
Nice. Got to 40% of the Assassin's Blade. Very nice. Got another 17% read. 81%. You're so close. You got this. Hello, Brooklyn. Planning on finishing If We Were Villains today. I need to start that.
Honestly, it's a quick read because you start reading it and you're like, what the fuck?
When am I planning on reading that one?
What the fuck?
Hold on.
What the fuck over and over again until you finish the book.
I'm starting it Monday.
Nice.
Because I have to read gay fantasy this weekend.
Okay.
For Fays and Gays.
I mean, it's not fantasy, but it is a little gay.
Yeah. No, so Sandra, I'm going to be on Sandra's 24-hour reading sprints.
Oh, yeah?
On Saturday. Obviously not for the 24 hours. I'm making an appearance in the afternoon. But it's for the Fays and Gays readathon.
Mm-hmm.
And so the whole idea is just to read gay SFF books for 24 hours.
Nice.
So I'm going to be reading The Mimicking of Known Successes and Wendy Darling. Because nobody told me for 3 years while it sat on my shelf that it's gay.
Did not know that.
Anyway, that's what I'm going to read this weekend.
I think you'll like If We Were Villains. Just because it's very...
Like, there are parts of it that I think I will like.
If you get invested in the mystery and you get invested in the characters, I think you'll like it.
There are parts of it I think I'll like, but then someone was like, oh, it's a lot like In My Dreams I Hold a Knife. And I was kind of bored in that book.
I've never heard of In My Dreams I Hold a Knife, so I cannot tell you. I just know that
it's like Ashley Winstead's debut.
It's 2 very queer boys not realizing that they are, in fact, bisexual.
That's fair.
There's a lot of there's so much bi panic in that entire. Just so the other title is Bi Panic the book.
That's fair. That part I'll probably like. Finished editing the video. Very nice. Worked on crochet and watched BookTube. Very productive. 96 pages. About to destroy the stink bug that won't leave me alone. Oh no. Ate dinner. Got a bubble bath. 69% into Apocalypse Cow.
Nice.
Got to page 324. Took a shower. Ate dinner. Very nice. Everybody's being super productive. That was a dinner sprint for a lot of people. I have 114 pages left of A Sky Beyond the Storm, so I'm hoping to finish tonight. I believe in you. You can do it. Ate dinner and read 20 pages. You're almost done. I think she said she only had less than 100 pages. So, well, starting off horrible in that sprint, didn't read that much. Dealing with drama. Oh no. That's frustrating. Hello from the CVS pharmacy drive-through line. That's the worst line ever.
Been there, done that. I mean, it's really nice if you have an audiobook.
It's nice if you go at 11 o'clock in the morning. That's like the only time I've ever seen it be fine. Finished 42 pages in The Buddha of Suburbia.
Okay.
A coming of age story about a second generation Indian bisexual guy in England in the 1970s. Ooh, that sounds interesting. Look at Roe doing the work. The BBC made a Buddha of Suburbia miniseries in the 90s. Interesting. Got to 61% of No One Can Know by Kate Alice Marshall. Is this the one? I think I have this one.
Shit.
Somewhere.
Don't do that.
Oh, wait, no, I have What Lies in the Woods.
Okay.
I was going to get this one from Book of the Month. Did I end up getting it this month? I don't remember. No, I didn't get it this month. I think I was going to add it on, but I ended up skipping this month because there wasn't anything good. Don't mind bringing books into a new month if I haven't finished yet. Yeah, definitely not New Year. Gotta start fresh there.
I prefer to start fresh with New Year. New month is not as big a deal unless there is something I'm doing like the Amazing Readathon or Realmathon where I know if I'm more than 50% done with the book, I can't use it.
That's fair.
So
that's fair. I was really hoping for like an even 20, but I'm gonna end up at 19 for the month.
I'll go read a manga real quick. It's fine.
I can't because I have a 6-week hold on Spy Family.
I could suggest some other ones. Listen, I'm sure you could get a volume. They've got to have enough volumes of Naruto for you to read a Naruto volume.
This is true. Hello. I want to finish the last 55 pages of Emily Wilde, but by 11 o'clock bedtime, I have mixed feelings on this book. I kind of want to be done with it. That's how I felt for 90% of that book. But then some people really love it. So I missed the hype. What are you doing?
I think some books really are dependent on when you read them. And if you
that's also true.
Some books, if they don't hit you hard, like you're not going to get it.
Yeah.
It's not going to affect you the way that it does people who that's their experience.
Correct. Started the year off carrying a book over, just more satisfying to finish a book as the month finishes. Yeah, right. Hello, reading the #1 Ladies Detective Agency tonight, so I can continue Flame and Shadow tomorrow. Nice. Finished If We Were Villains this week. Now I have 2 more to read for the vlog. Nice. If We Are Villains is much better than it might. Okay, that's good. That's good to know. The Walgreens is just as bad. Yeah. I remember having to sit in the Walgreens one for a COVID test, and it was so dumb because you made an appointment, but then you still had to go through the drive-through line.
Mm-hmm.
So, quite literally pulled out my physical book from my work bag and read by the security lights on the building. That's great. When we were in Vegas last week, my boss used to she grew up in Vegas, and so the street lights, not in downtown Vegas, but in the suburban area around it, the red lights are so long. And she's back before phones, people would literally bring books and read during the stoplights. Because you will legitimately be sitting at a red light for 5+ minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought that was really funny.
That is funny.
That's why I bought the next 3 volumes of Spy Family. Yeah, I've been looking at them on Pango as they come up, but I've just been getting them on my iPad as I can get them from Libby.
Yep.
Yeah, because they have them, just not physically. All right, well, that's the end of the sprint. So we're going to do another sprint, and we're going to make this one an hour one. And then we actually might do the last one as a 30-minute sprint, since we've been talking a lot tonight, which is great. It's fine. Wednesday night sprints are always chaotic. So,
yeah.
All right. Not that.
5 minutes. 5 minutes. Oh boy.
Clearly, I didn't actually put in there we go. All right. I'll see you in an hour.
Yep.
Hello, welcome back.
Yay, I'm happy to be back.
You're back.
I am.
I am at 84%, so I should finish in the next sprint.
Woo, huzzah.
Yeah. I'm making Discords for Stimulant Book Club.
Yay.
Because I said I was going to do it yesterday, and then I forgot.
I mean, life.
My boss sends me an email last night, and she's like, because like when we landed in Vegas Tuesday, as we were like getting our rental car and everything, we got an email to come through, and I needed to order some supplies for a store. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'll do that. Like once I get my laptop and we get to the store and stuff. That was Tuesday. My boss sends me an email last night. It's like, hey, did you ever order these? And I was like,
No.
nope.
Whoops.
So, yeah. If I don't do it right away, or at least write it down, it's not happening.
Nope, it's not.
How did that sprint go for y'all?
Well, I now had a meeting with a collab channel I'm part of because I've been kind of MIA from it for the last year. So we touched base, so I can get me back to that. It's called That's Comical. It's a comic and manga based channel, so I'm very excited to be getting back to that. And then I had dinner, and then I've kept going on Archer's Voice. Because I'm annotating it, it's going super slow.
Right.
So I'm on page like 27. I only started today, so I don't feel bad about that. But like this particular edition is the one where she also annotated. And so getting her commentary and like why she made certain decisions has been really interesting on this.
Yeah. No, I love books when like the authors like make notes in it.
Yeah. So this is full of her annotations through the whole book.
Speaking of,
yes.
Did you see Katie's email today?
No.
So Wicked Villains got signed by Sourcebooks.
Yay.
And she gets to put footnotes in them.
Good thing I haven't bought those yet.
Oh, I have all of them, but I will buy them again.
I have not bought them yet.
Because the old covers will be worth something.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, that is a beautiful copy.
Thank you. Yeah. So this is the dust jacket for it. It's all really
so
pretty
shiny
as well. And then this is the what's under the dust jacket.
So pretty.
Which is also stunning.
So pretty.
And dandelions are a big part of the story. So
yeah. I filmed my reset video before we talked about doing, or before we finalized what we were doing for Stimulant Book Club. I'm gonna put the Goodreads in the, if anybody doesn't know. So Shay and Izzy and I are going to Stimulant Con in August.
We need to book our hotel like fast.
We really do. It's gonna be a fun time, but we thought up until then we're going to like read new authors that we're gonna meet there. So this is the Goodreads for the one that we're going. Did you know it's a number 2 in a series?
I think they read as standalones though.
Cool. Okay. I was like, oh, this is number 2. But this is what we're gonna be reading for February.
But I believe this is the one where she's like an aerial artist with silks, and that's why it was appealing.
That makes sense because it's called A Turn in the Air.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's
the cover is gorgeous.
I think there are multiple covers.
Stunning. Well, the one that's on Goodreads. And it's on Kindle Unlimited. And then if you add it to Kindle Unlimited, it asks you if you want the Audible for $7. So there's that. But if you guys wanted to, like, you know, read with us, even if you're not going to Stimulant Con, I'm putting Discord channels in the BookTube Roundtable, which I also can make a list or make a invite to. Hold on.
I finally went to the link for the graphic Izzy got us, and I realized y'all were waiting on a photo from me, so that's done now.
It's fine. Anyway, and then this is the Discord for the BookTube Roundtable. You don't have to be a booktuber. This is really just like, it's the collection of people post Amazing Readathon. And so that way we had a space for everybody. And now it's just kind of the catch-all Discord, because we're also doing the Dune buddy read with Brittany and Nicole and Coda. So that's also in that Discord. It's just everything. It's great. Margaret, how did your sprint go?
I read 23 pages. We just got to the part where everybody found out who Percy is, which is always a fun part to read.
Right.
And I finished eating dinner. And then I frogged my blanket back there because we were going to try something else to see if I can get the stitches to be the correct size.
Nice.
Like, it literally, you can tell exactly where I started up again because the stitches are so much bigger. Like poofy. I was like,
Right.
okay. We're gonna try this with a smaller needle.
Oh, that could be it too. Maybe you're using the wrong needle.
I know I'm using the correct needle, but I'm gonna try it with a smaller needle to see if that will get me
Tighten it up a little bit.
what I was doing when I first started, because I've tried tightening it up and that's not working.
Yeah. Hello. Not sure what I'm going to be focusing on today. I have physical library books due back on Friday, so probably them. That's, that would be the smart decision. Is that what your brain wants? Probably not.
I renew my books so many, like I get max renewals 9 times out of 10 before I even start most of my books. My bad.
Finished Finale, the final book of the month. Super tired. You've probably already gone to bed, but thank you.
Good night, Liz.
Hello. 79% into Apocalypse Cow, and I am so sleepy. If you're still here, good night. Even I don't know this acronym.
I'm trying to think if I do.
Sarah, what book were you reading? I'm trying to scroll back up to see if I can see what it was. I don't know.
It's the something, I would think.
I don't know. What are you reading, Sarah? Page 338 out of 536. It's probably going to be like the easiest. It's like the most obvious thing.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Home from Running Errands. Read a few pages.
The Bastard in the Air. It's a KU title.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that dastardly in the air. It's been a long day. Mm-hmm. Page 446 of my book. Very nice. Finished a chapter of Wolf Hall before Nell Sprints went to the chatty bit, and I've been reading in the background for another 30 pages. Nice. 970 pages.
But it's large print, and that makes a big difference.
Yeah, true.
Page count.
True. Took a shower, read 47 pages. That's very productive.
You so got this. You have what? 75 pages left, roughly. You've got close. This. Oh no, not even 65. I can't count.
60.
I can't math.
Yeah, math is hard. We read books. We don't do math.
Math has never been my strong suit.
No. Only wrong once. Nice, Julie. Nice. That's probably better than even me as I was finishing the books. There were some that was like.
Honestly, the ones I got wrong were the ones that you ended up liking the least. So
that makes sense. Where I'm just like, they are both books, and now I have to actually grade them. Because there were some.
And you're like, obviously these were major disappointments.
Right. But the only one that I did actually like simultaneously was the romance, where I read them both to 50% and then stopped. Mm-hmm. And so like in the one that I did for spooky books, even though I did the same thing where I stopped, I kind of knew which one I was going to like more. Mm-hmm. I had no clue. This one. Because I was like, second chance romances, they usually break in the third act. And you're just like, no.
That's why I love Julie Soto. I'm like, you fixed this. This should be the new norm if you're going to do that.
Is I have a vlog clip where I actually spoil and I was like, wait, I can't leave that in. I have to like fix this. But I was like, there's no way this is going to get fixed.
I remember that part. I'm pretty sure that's on my list of books I'm going to annotate this year. So
it would be such a pretty book to annotate too.
Oh my gosh, right? I wish it came in hardcover, but it doesn't.
You could look on Pango for the Afterlight one.
Maybe.
Because I
I
feel
love
like
all the editions. That's the problem.
the Afterlight editions don't resell for as much as the Illumicrate. You should stick around for June because it's coming back. The announcement will go live on May 4th, which I know is a very long time away, but it's also not at all.
P.S. We need to truly discuss my role because we've talked about what I'm gonna do and how it's different this time. So we have to like finalize things so I know what I'm doing.
That's a great idea.
We should do that.
I should also figure that out.
We should schedule that lunch date and hammer it out together. That's what we should do.
Margaret can be in on this conversation too. She's one of them.
Of course. We'll just video chat her in. We'll be fine.
Everybody just bring it. Yeah.
Oh. I did pick the 5 sassiest people for that role.
Oh, you did?
It's gonna be you, Margaret, you two, Crystal, Jess, and Neva.
Oh,
it's gonna be 90% me going, Jess, you can't say that to them.
It's gonna be so much fun.
I want to say that too, but we can't do that.
Yeah, Izzy told me her role, and we have ideas with her and I potentially being on the same team. So I'll talk to you about those.
Okay, we can talk afterwards.
Of course.
Put 4 volumes of manga due back at the library on Saturday. I should get to those soon.
Thankfully, manga doesn't take super long. Like if you sit down and dedicate a couple of hours to that, you can get those done.
Yeah.
36 pages of Emily Wilde. So I'm just gonna stay up and finish. You got this. You got this.
Which Emily Wilde, by the way, the new one or the first one?
What?
Which Emily Wilde?
I think she's reading the first one.
Yeah, because they're both Emily Wilde, and
right.
So that's why I'm like,
there's a bunch of people
Emily Wilde.
Leandra just finished it, and then like after that, like a bunch of people started reading it.
Got it.
It was a lot of luck. There you go.
Good night, Leandra.
All right. Do we want to do like a 30-minute sprint, and then that way that gives us time to chat backstage afterwards?
Yeah, I'm good with whatever.
You are in charge, ma'am.
I am chill. I am just here.
Okay. Well, I really only need 30 minutes left to finish my book. So.
If you want to do 30, we could do 30.
Okay, cool.
Like I said, I'm at the beginning of my book, so I can go as long as you want.
There you go. All right, we're gonna do one more sprint. So I'll see you in 30.
Margaret, you didn't mute.
Hello, welcome back.
Happy to be back. Did you finish?
Yes, 3 stars.
Ah.
Yeah, I figured it out. They just don't have any chemistry.
Mm,
Like you're just like, oh, you two are together? That's nice.
yeah.
You seem like two people that would be together, unfortunately.
How did y'all do?
I am now 55 pages in.
Nice.
My
Nice.
tabbies are growing.
Oh,
Can't
gonna look
see
so
too
good.
well. It's gonna look so pretty. I'm really excited.
yeah.
Nice.
That was like almost 30 pages, I think, that I got read. So
That's not bad. Yeah.
considering I'm annotated, I'm happy. Annotating with it, I'm happy with that.
Right.
I got 17 pages read, and I also cleaned up from dinner.
Yay.
Important.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I like got very tired in the last sprint too. I was like, oh, I'm really glad this is the last.
Yeah.
Watched an IG live, Anthony Dorada's book launch. Nice. Becky Albert Holly was the interviewer. That's fun. Comes out next Tuesday. Read 39 pages. You're so close to being done. All right. Well, that is going to be it for us tonight. I know Brittany is sprinting in the morning. Noon. It's morning for me.
Yeah, it's 10 a.m. our time. So I will be at work by then.
Yeah, I mean, I will be too, but I'll watch it while I'm at the office.
I cannot do that.
Fair. And then Margaret's gonna sprint on Saturday at some point.
9:30.
Okay.
Normal time for now. I might move my Saturday sprints to something a little bit later, just because my audience tends to be on a little bit later.
Fair. Yeah.
But Saturday morning sprints were working there real well for me for a hot minute. So
that's fair. All right. Well, see, I'm getting tired. All right. Thank you guys for hanging out with us, and we will see you next time. Bye.